Hey, what's up everyone? Naruto here, bringing you a heist video for the heist event. I wasn't too sure to make this kind of video again because I have the feeling that IGG will change how the heist work and probably and most likely make it worse like how Sky Arena was. I think the beginning of the Sky Arena was pretty fun overall. After that they introduced the fame thingy and the fever thingy. Yet the fever thingy made the Sky Arena much more boring and just for the people who only have gems. So even without brain, you can just rank high in the Sky Arena. So the current heist is extremely good in my opinion, and maybe they listen to me, or I don't know. I sent them an email like 2-3 weeks ago to tell them that they should uh, make more cards available to more players. So such basic cards such as maybe a Great Mystic, Paragon, really basic cards that are not like extremely weak, such a as a RS or something. Make them more accessible to players, make them easier to get and not that super expensive, because you want the game to resolve more into a deck building and strategy where people can have fun, similar to Hearthstone, because I think Deck Heroes lost a lot of players recently because of some cards, some really basic cards that everyone deserves. It's really hard to get. So I hope they listen to the suggestion, and they can keep the overpowered cards or the somewhat stronger cards, for the pay to win crowds, for people who like enjoy spending game on the money, like I don't know, Kitsune or Night Slayer or something like that. So much for that. Anyway, let's go to the heist again. It's extremely good at the moment. It's gonna go through some basic stuff. I don't want to do this too long. I'm not sure how the heist event will be or what's gonna get changed. So first of all, yeah, you gotta go to the notice. Something to mention. As you can see, you can get Shinryu shards from exploring. So if you're gonna go explore for shards, I don't know if you're gonna explore for Hornbeast shards, there's a chance that you can get a Shinryu shard. I used about 200 energy and I didn't get any shards, so I think the chance is extremely low. But I had some guildmates that had a shard or two, so it's definitely possible there. And same goes for the Paragon. You can get one or two Paragon shard if you win an arena battle or a raid or a tournament. Again, I personally haven't gotten any yet, but same goes for the Mitrodrome, but from the chamber, and for the last 4-star creature from the maze. So that's where you can get some free 5-star creature shards. Remember, the chance is gonna be pretty low, so uh, just keep that in mind. So the current heist we're gonna go into is, first of all, you gotta set up your defense deck, and it's still early in the gameplay. I don't know my optimal defense, but I think the optimal defense would be, I would say, put your strongest deck in there, because the majority of the players won't heist you if their chances to get a shot is low. So let's see. Look at these guys. I'm not gonna even bother because the chance for me to get a shot is very low. So they want to heist players that have high or very high chance to get a shot. So as long as you can build a really strong deck that can beat opponents like 2000 power below you or 3000 power below you, you're good. So for me, my 12,000 power deck should almost beat any opponent around 9, 10, 11,000 power range, maybe even 12,000 power range. So that's what I initially thought, and I think I'm doing pretty well. I haven't lost one shot yet. I'm at 49 Shinryu shots. I'm gonna finish it soon. I'm showing you guys how it works. As for offense, offense is really tricky because your offense cannot be the same strategy as your defense. I explained why you should make your most powerful deck in defense, um, because usually you will be facing opponents lesser power for you. So defense decks is a bit easier to make. Offense decks, you gotta really focus on quality, and you cannot like put a random deck, or sometimes even your strongest deck will not work, because if you're gonna play with your strongest deck, you're most likely going to face the opponent's strongest deck. So you gotta like make a deck that is slightly weaker than your strongest deck, but still retain like 80 to 90% of its deck power, or not deck power, but I mean it's deck output, like how well it does into battle. And from a quick observation, I think a lot of players are between 6,000 to 10,000 power. Like a lot of players are there. Like the top players usually have like 12, 13, and 14,000 power. So the majority of the players will have somewhere between 6 to 10,000, and I do recommend you to try to build a deck around that power range that does well. So I'm gonna show you guys how it works. So, and when you go into Heist, I recommend I do recommend how do you call it, to only attack targets that you can get 1 or 2 shards from. So for example, the first guy, easy 1, although my chance to get a shard is very high, I'll only get 1 out of 1 shard. So you want that to be at least 1 out of 2. So definitely go for 1 out of 2. And here I got some decent targets. I'm gonna attack Toshiro. He's the weakest one here. And if you cannot beat the very high guys, just go for the high guys, but make sure they drop 1 to 2 shards. So always go for the 1 to 2 shards. I mean, a 1 to 2 high guy is better than 1 to 1 very high. So just to keep that in mind, guys. Also, I finished my Shinryu, I guess 50 out of 50. I finished my Shinryu. So let's go to the Paragon. Let's see, some decent targets. Could attack. So from this list, Durgi is the weakest. We're gonna attack Durgi 1, 2, very high. As I said, there might be some better strategies out there, because I just woke up and this is what my observation brought me to. And I also talk quickly with my guildmates, and it's seems to be a decent strategy so far. So this guy is a bit tricky. Zuzu 85. My deck is 8,000 power, but he's got 12,000 power, so it's gonna be a bit risky for me to try. So I'm gonna refresh it. And this guy's a bit easier. Jumama, I think he's from a decent guild, so usually decent guilds have decent deck. So I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna skip him. I just better be safe than sorry. So this one is good. We got Indobong and Beltrine Coast, which are pretty easy targets. I think Indobong is the easiest one. I wonder if I could try Beltrine, because slightly higher power. Will I get again a 2 shard? Maybe there's like even some brackets behind the despite it says very high, like very high low, very high medium, very high high, something like that. So 2 Paragon shards again. I'm on a good streak. On average, for every 5 Heist attacks, you get about 5 shards. So that's the average so far. And I'm gonna tell you guys some other things after I finish these battles. Got a Paragon shard again. This time I'm pretty lucky. Like I had some times where I didn't get any shot for like 3 barrel long or something. And Butch gonna attack the highest power, Butch 23. Sorry, bro. And what else? I do recommend to buy the Heist refresh. I think it's definitely worth it once you get the hang of how you're gonna win the battle. And see, I can buy another 5 scrolls. It starts off with 50 gems, then go to 75, 100, 125, and it goes up all the way to 200. And I heard from a guildmate that you can only buy 10 refreshes per day. So it's not like unlimited. And the beauty of it, of it is that you can only lose 5 shards a day, so it's actually pretty nice feature. So let's see if I can buy. I bought a lot already. Can I buy? So I bought again, so nice. I think that was my last one because I used like pretty sure 9 or 10 to finish the Shinryu. So on average I think 5 shard-ish. Got a pretty bad draw, but doesn't really matter I think at this level. So I'm really lucky guys this time. I got 2 again. The Shinryu one was really tough one to get. I'm gonna keep attacking this guy. Regarding the shield, there's also a high shield. I don't think the high shield is worth it, guys. I mean, you can only lose 5 shards of a specific creature. So you rather spend your money, gems. Rather spend your gems on Heist refresh instead of buying the shield, because you will get Heist eventually. It's like raid. I mean, you do get raided almost daily, or eventually you will get raided. So it's same for the Heist. And just once you lose those 5 shards, you're good. Don't worry about losing a high defense. Once you lose your 5 shards, you're just doing damn good. I mean, once you lose your 5 Paragon shards, you can't lose anything anymore. So just focus on offense. Actually, defense is less important in my opinion. And the beauty of it, if you're having some issues, something that can help you is also play manual battles. Like, you know, I wait on a good timing to drop my creatures on the right position just in case. See, that time I didn't get any shard, and as I said, I was being pretty lucky. Last few fights. I think I'm gonna try some different power decks later. But I think somewhere between 6 to 10,000 is good so far from my observation. But of course I have a Oceana, so everything fights makes it easier. So maybe you guys can share some strategies and such in the comment. Let's see if I can keep buying, because I think it's already on my 10th. So yeah, you can't buy anymore. See, so that was my 10th refresh. Somewhere around 10 you can refresh. So I think that's it for this video. How much does the shield cost? Heist. Yeah, but it doesn't say how many hours. The fuck. Maybe when you go about to go to bed, but it's not like. But wait, after the event finish, yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, I don't think it's still worth it. Anyway, that's the Shinryu there, so I'm gonna exchange it after this video. I'm gonna wrap it up with a quick explore. Maybe I'll get a Shinryu shards just to show you guys. No Shinryu shard. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Remember to thumbs up if you like this video. Please do leave a comment for these type of new videos again, and I'll catch you guys next time.